inspired by a dream. That dream is now a reality. Our goal at GameDay Media is to provide a new way of watching high school sporting events in Northwest North Dakota through live audio, video streaming services. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch and listen to all the action. We are looking for business sponsors to come on board with GameDay Media to help promote your business as we help to promote our area athletes during our broadcasts. Contact David or Randy Peterson for further details on how you can become a sponsor on GameDay Media. GameDay Media, more than a game.
Today's GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you by NCC, Tioga Medical Center, The Country Store, St. Luke's Medical Center, O'Theone Boutique, Souris Valley Dental Group of Minot, Hougland Insurance Services, Frames by Ryan James, D&L Paraffin, Brad Johnson Insurance, Bravera Bank, Continental Resources, Northwest Therapy Services, Nesset Consulting Service, Roustabout Service and Insulating, DA Land LLC, 701 Cornhole Company, Bingaman Construction, Tioga Ace Hardware, Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, the Bank of Tioga, Tioga Parts Supply, Surge Aesthetics, The Porch, Tegan's Interiors, Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, Prairie Home Furnishings, Farmers Union Insurance, Larson Vossen Agency, Game 1, Tech Next Solutions, Hidden Beauty Salon and Spa, Montreal County Health Center, Brandy Larson Insurance Agency, Prairie Ford of Stanley, Kyle Hansen, Financial Advisor, Murex Petroleum Corporation, TNT Measurements Incorporated, MC Property and Maintenance LLC, Tioga Pirates Booster Club, Gustafson Septic Service Incorporated, Border Mobile Grain Cleaning, Powers Lake Athletic Booster Club, Flag Family Media.
And here we are again from GameDay Media. My name's Randy Peterson. We're courtside at Curt Hodenfield Court tonight from Ray, North Dakota. We've got a District 7 matchup tonight between the home team on the scoreboard, the Ray Jays. Their opponent tonight, the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers, in what should be a very competitive girls basketball game here tonight. We're powered up here at the NCC Sports Desk, and we're live from the Border Plains Equipment pregame show. And we're looking forward to the broadcast tonight, along with my production crew, David Peterson running our board ops tonight, Owen Miller running our eyes and our camera tonight from Curt Hodenfield Court in Ray, North Dakota, live from the NCC Sports Desk. Again, my name's Randy Peterson, and when we come back, it'll be time for our Continental Resources Coaches' Comments. We'll have head coach Seth Wistoff of the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers after this 2-minute timeout.
At NCC, Northwest North Dakota is our backyard. The individuals and businesses who rely on NCC's services aren't just our customers. You're our neighbors, our friends, and our families. That's why we're committed to providing the high-quality internet, video, phone, and security systems you need to stay connected with the friendly, local service you deserve. NCC, making connections in Northwest North Dakota.
Since 1961, Tioga Medical Center has been providing quality health care to Northwest North Dakota patients. With a newly built clinic in Tioga, where primary care providers along with visiting specialists are caring for patients every day. Primary care clinics in Ray and Powers Lake also. Call for an appointment today at 701-664-3368. Tioga Medical Center. Great staff making a difference in the lives of patients every day.
In a world where every dollar counts, we believe in empowering you to do more with your money. At the Bank of Tioga, we help ignite prosperity for you and the communities we serve. Whether you're a family looking for personal financial solutions, a business seeking growth, or an agricultural entrepreneur with big dreams, we have the products and services to help you achieve your goals. Experience the power of partnership and visit your nearest location or explore our online services today. We ignite prosperity at the Bank of Tioga, member FDIC.
While being the largest leaseholder in the Bakken, Continental Resources believes that we are among the most efficient and cost-effective producers of oil and natural gas on the planet. One of the most effective ways of putting action behind our values is by giving to those communities in which we operate. American Energy is a huge contributor of tax revenue to local, state, and federal governments, an economic catalyst, and a job creator. If you want to work in an environment that encourages teamwork and putting your ideas into action, visit CLR.com to start your new career today.
Again from the NCC Sports Desk, welcome back into Continental Resources Coach's Comments here from our Border Plains Equipment pregame show. I have head coach Seth Wistoff of the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers to talk with me about their upcoming game this evening with the Ray Jays. And first of all, Coach, welcome again to our Continental Resources Coach's Comments.
All right, thanks, Randy, and thanks for having me.
Last week, the Ranchers dropped 2 games to start the season against District 8 and Region 8 opponents, the West Oak Newburgh Sioux, as well as the Lewis and Clark Berthold Bombers. You found out a bit about your team in those 2 games. It's always nice to win, but I'm sure that the Ranchers were able to learn a little bit about themselves and some of the things that need to be improved on, Coach.
Yeah, they say you're either winning or you're learning, and we were definitely learning last week. We figured out some things about our team. We need to take care of the ball better, and we need to find ways to score more points. You know, our goal, every game we want to try to put 50 on the board. One of the best ways that we can do that is to take care of the ball and get more shot opportunities and instead of giving up possessions early. So that's been a focus at practice. Hopefully we can see a little bit of progress on that side tonight.
Tonight you take on the Ray Jays over at Curt Hodenfield Court in Ray, and like your team, they're a fairly young team with a little bit of senior leadership thrown in there. Talking to Matt Heyer, the coach over at the Ray Jays, he kind of feels like both teams are kind of similar in strengths and weaknesses. So what do you feel will be a key factor tonight for the Ranchers to put their first win in the win column tonight, Coach?
Yeah, I think it's going to be similar to our first couple games. You know, we've rebounded the ball pretty well. I think we've played all right defensively our first couple games. It's just going to come down to taking care of possessions and then making those possessions count. Watching their Rays game from last week, you know, they got a lot of shots up, struggled a little bit early to get some to fall, and then when they did fall later in the game, that's when they pulled ahead. And so we need to make sure that we're limiting their easy shot opportunities and, you know, getting some stops on the defensive end and then hopefully turning that into some momentum on the offensive side.
You've been listening to Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers head coach Seth Wistoff here on our Continental Resources Coach's Comments. We'll step aside. When we come back, we'll continue with the Border Plains Equipment from our NCC Sports Desk after a few words from some of our great GameDay Media sponsors.
At Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, our vision is to be the respected and recognized leader in agricultural equipment and the employer of choice by helping people succeed. Our mission is to serve agricultural customers and communities by partnering to meet their needs through the sales and support of farm equipment and technology. Visit plainsag.com to check local inventory or stop by at 8141 off Highway 2 in Stanley, North Dakota today.
At Haugland Insurance Services, we are passionate about protecting farmers and ranchers. With extensive agricultural knowledge, we have the tools to protect your profit and minimize risk. Whether it's crop and livestock insurance or farm property and liability, we protect your hard-earned assets. We can also assist with farm transitions, commercial insurance, life, health, and disability coverage. You work hard to feed our world, and we work tirelessly to protect what you've grown and built. Call us at 701-965-4066 or visit us online at HauglandInsuranceServices.com.
Again from the NCC Sports Desk, welcome back to our Continental Resources Coach's Comments here on our Border Plains Equipment pregame show. I have head coach Matt Heyer of the Ray Jays with me to talk about their upcoming game this evening with the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers. And first off, Coach Heyer, thanks for making yourself available for our Continental Resources Coach's Comments.
No problem. Appreciate being here.
Last week, your Ray Jays started out the new season with a 10-point win, 46-36 over the Lewis and Clark North Shore Plaza Wildcats. Always a good way to start the season with a win, Coach.
Yeah, it was a nice start for us. Gave us a good idea of kind of where we're at and hopefully help us with some rotations down the road. Girls played hard. Obviously, it's nice to have a victory. And it allowed us to kind of get used to some new rotations and get some of the early jitters out of the way and come out with a successful win.
With 3 seniors on this year's team, Coach, you'll have to rely on their leadership on the floor. What would you say is a team strength this year, and where will the Jays need to improve throughout the season, Coach?
I'd say one of our strengths is we got a lot of girls in terms of that are competing for spots. I think that's a little bit different than previous years. I think it allows us to have more competitive practices. Our numbers are up 9 through 12. Where we have 17 girls, and it allows us to push each other in practice and compete for those spots at the varsity level. I'd say kind of our strengths right now with our varsity roster is we have some length and we can get up and down the floor, maybe a little more than in previous years. We hope one of our strengths, and I guess it's a goal of ours, is that rebounding is one of our strengths this year. And then I'd say kind of, our weakness going into the year kind of carries over from last year. And that would be, we got to take care of the basketball. We got to limit our turnovers. We want to play fast, but we want to play smart all at the same time.
Tonight you have a home game with another District 7 opponent, the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers. The Ranchers are looking for their first win of the season. So what do you know about the Ranchers, and what do you feel will be a key factor for the Jays to come away with another District 7 win tonight, Coach?
I don't know a whole lot since it's early in the year. They kind of similar to us. They graduated. Some girls that have played varsity basketball for quite some time. So their roster is a little bit different. I know they have some length, and they have some girls that have some experience similar to us. I watched a little bit of their game against Lewis and Clark Berthold. They get up and pressure you man to man, and they do a lot of things that are kind of similar to us. They jump into a 1-2-2 trap every once in a while and made baskets. So kind of the keys for us that we're looking for is to control the things that we can control early in the year. We want to dictate tempo. We want to play quick. We want to be the first one to dive on the floor for loose balls. And I think a lot of that kind of takes care of itself. If you can control the tempo, you can limit your turnovers, you win the rebounding battle. And then it just comes down to, can we make enough shots to win the game?
You've been listening to head coach Matt Heyer of the Ray Jays here on our Continental Resources Coaches Comments. We'll continue with the Border Plains Equipment pregame show from our NCC Sports Desk after a few words from a few of our great Game Day Media sponsors.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Otheon Boutique. Shop in person in downtown Tioga or visit their website at shopotheon.com.
Nessa Consulting, located in Tioga, North Dakota. Visit nessaconsulting.com.
Frames by Ryan James, located in Crosby, North Dakota. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Frames by Ryan James.
At Souris Valley Dental Group, we've been using modern treatment techniques and products to help families smile since 1968. Voted as the #1 dentist in Minot, our team of expert dentists combine their unique areas of expertise and their experiences to create treatment plans that help each individual patient meet their goals. Contact our dental office at 701-419-8900 or visit sourisvalleydental.com to schedule an appointment today. You can count on us to keep your family grinning from ear to ear for many years to come.
At Tioga Ace Hardware, our store is a member of the largest retailer-owned hardware cooperative in the industry. We are all committed to being the helpful place by offering our customers knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. As the helpful hardware folks in your community, we promise that helping you is the most important thing we have to do today. Shop the biggest brands all under one roof at 119 North Main Street in Tioga, or shop online at acehardware.com.
Based in Crosby, North Dakota, St. Luke's Medical Center's mission is to provide comprehensive and compassionate health care for individuals and families in cooperation with the area medical community. Our vision is to be recognized as a community leader by delivering quality health care through a team of dedicated professionals in a friendly, compassionate, and growing environment. Recently named one of the top 20 critical access hospitals in the country means our community can count on us to deliver services they need now and in the future. To schedule an appointment, call 701-965-6349.
As we come back to the NCC Sports Desk here from Curt Hodenfield Court in Ray, North Dakota. Again, my name's Randy Peterson. We have a District 7 matchup tonight between the home team on the scoreboard, the Ray Jays. Their opponent this evening, it'll be the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers. Of course, the Ray Jays are coached up by head coach Matt Heyer, and Matt is currently coaching for the Ray Jays in his 4th year as the head coach for the Ray Jay girls. And on the other side of the floor, Seth Wistoff is taking the helm again here for the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers. This will be his 3rd year as a head coach for the Ranchers in capacity. Had a little break in between his first stint. Now on his 2nd go-around with the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers. Other games in the area tonight, it is Alexander going up to Kenmare Bowbells at Bowbells High School tonight to take on the number 9 ranked team in the state of North Dakota Class B basketball. That is Kenmare Bowbells Honkers. Of course, the Tioga Pirates hosting the Williston Trinity Christian Crusaders, trying to right the ship as they lost last Friday night to the Surrey Mustangs in their opening contest in Tioga. Tioga receiving votes in the last media poll. Then over in Stanley tonight, the Newtown Eagles traveling up to Stanley to take on the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays looking for their first win on the season against the Newtown Eagles. Again, my name's Randy Peterson. We got about 4.5 minutes away until we have our opening tip-off. And with that, we're going to send it back to our studio. And when we come back, it'll be time to honor the United States of America with the singing of our national anthem from Ray High School this evening. Again, my name's Randy Peterson. Glad to have you on board. Make sure you like and share us on Facebook at GameDay Media. Also on our YouTube channel, you can subscribe at no cost to GameDay Media ND. Go out and search us out and give us a thumbs up. That helps us in YouTube land help promote our athletes in Northwest North Dakota as we help promote our clients that help make all this possible here on GameDay Media. Give us a thumbs up if you would. We'd appreciate it. It pushes us to the top of the algorithms and helps us spread the word on YouTube. With that, we'll step away. We'll come back after this timeout and a word from some of our great sponsors.
This GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Border Mobile Grain Cleaning, based in Columbus, North Dakota, offers custom on-the-farm grain cleaning for spring wheat, durum, and barley. Contact Ethan Bakken at 701-310-5007 or find him on Facebook at Border Mobile Grain Cleaning.
The Country Store, located at 123 Main Street in Powers Lake, North Dakota. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it.
At Prairie Home Furnishings of Stanley, featuring some of the best brands in the industry, such as Ashley, Lazy Boy, and Shaw Flooring, we have something for every room in your home. From furniture to flooring, outdoor living, mattresses, and decor, we truly have everything your home deserves. Shop our everyday low prices locally in store Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, and Saturdays from 9 to 4, or shop online anytime at shopphf.com. For all things home, be sure to also follow us on Facebook.
D&L Paraffin Incorporated is a local family-owned hot oil company that has been in operation since 1981. We work hard to develop good business relationships with the oil field companies in the Tioga area. While offering services north of Lake Sakakawea, we focus on integrity, hard work, and safety. For all hot oil services, call dispatch at 701-641-3065 or 701-641-6310. And for hiring information, be sure to follow us on Facebook at DL Paraffin.
Founded in 2019, Northwest Therapy Services, located in Ray and Williston, North Dakota, provides speech therapy in our clinics, as well as partnering with local schools and nursing facilities to provide on-site therapeutic services. Our therapists offer language therapy as well as therapy for social, cognitive, communication, swallowing, feeding, and voice disorders. We are dedicated to providing the highest level of quality services. To schedule an appointment, visit nwtherapyservices.com or call 701-568-8255.
And as we come back to Curt Hodenfield Court in Ray, North Dakota, my name's Randy Peterson again as we have our featured matchup tonight. It's a Tuesday night edition between the District 7 Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers, the visitors on the scoreboard tonight. And their host tonight is the Ray Jays. And the girls' Ray Jay coach is Matt Heyer, like we mentioned earlier before our break. And then it is Seth Wisthoff with the coaching duties for the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers. This segment is brought to you by Bravera Bank, located in Stanley, North Dakota, a proud supporter of the Stanley community and Stanley Blue Jays, helping you, our customer, forge new paths to achieve your financial goals. That's Bravera Bank, located over in Stanley, North Dakota. And as they get ready to set up the singing edition of the National Anthem tonight, we're going to keep it right here, as we'll be honored to show who are singing tonight. It'll be a Ray Girls Ensemble, according to head coach Matt Heyer, and so we're looking forward to that. So there's the buzzer as we go. We'll just turn it over to our public address announcer as we honor the United States of America with the singing of our national anthem tonight by a girls ensemble from Ray High School. And a nice rendition of the national anthem by a girls quartet of the Ray High School, honoring the United States of America. It's time now for our Haugland Insurance Services starting lineup. And before we go with the Powers Lake Ranchers starting lineup, our officials tonight, out of the Williston Basin Officials Association, it'll be Monty Lund being our lead referee tonight, Matt Cavernum and Jerry Hansen wearing the colors tonight for the officiating duties, and very good officials as we continue on with our Haugland Insurance Services starting lineup. Starting for the Powers Lake Ranchers is Ava Bullinger, a sophomore, stands 5'7". Also getting the nod tonight, Jocelyn Puckett wearing number 23. She's a 5'7" junior for Seth Wisthoff. The 6-footer in the middle is Addison Barsted wearing number 10. She is a junior for the Ranchers. Also getting a start tonight, Claire Gunderson, a senior, wearing number 15. She's a 5'8" senior. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Ranchers, it is Eliza Schroeder, another senior, wearing number 12 tonight. She stands 5'8". And it'll be Bullinger, Barsted, Schroeder, Gunderson, and Puckett taking the floor for head coach Seth Wisthoff in his third year as the head coach for the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers. For the home team on the scoreboard, it'll be the Ray Jays wearing their white uniforms tonight with black and red trim. And the opening guard will be Avery Littlefield, a sophomore standing 5'4". She wears number 1. She gets a nod tonight for head coach Matt Heyer. And then it is Caden Sargent, a 5'9" sophomore for the Ray Jays. Kinley Johnson, a 5'5" senior wearing number 23 tonight, gets the nod at guard. Also starting for the Ray Jays is Maddox Falk, wearing number 5 tonight. Falk is a 5'7" senior, and rounding out the starting lineup for the Ray Jays, it's Erica Kettleson. Kettleson is a 5'10" senior and wears number 22. So again, your starting lineup for the Ray Jays: Avery Littlefield, Maddox Falk, Cadence Sargent, Erica Kettleson, and Kinley Johnson getting the nod for the home team on the scoreboard tonight. And the Ranchers, again, their starting lineup goes this way: Ava Bullinger, Addison Barstead, Eliza Schroeder, Claire Gunderson, and Jocelyn Puckett. Monty Lund with the opening tip. It's going to be controlled by the Ray Jays, and we're underway here on our opening possession. Couple of chances down low as the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Ranchers. Seemed to be a little bit of contact under there, but nothing called, as the Ray Jays will inbound the basketball. It'll be Maddox Falk, as we're just underway here with 7:47 to go in the first quarter. They go inside to Kettleson, now kicks it out to Kinley Johnson. Kinley beyond the three-point line, gives it out to Caden Sargent. The southpaw puts it up. That's a little bit short off the front iron, and the rebound is taken away by the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers. Jocelyn Puckett brings it into the front court, goes right side to Schroeder. Now they give it to Bullinger. Bullinger has the ball go off of her foot, not out of bounds. That'll be a turnover. And that was one of the things that head coach Seth Wistoff was talking about in our pregame show. He's got to cut down on the turnovers to be able to be in the game. Kinley Johnson, and now she has the ball go off of her foot, so possessions change again as Johnson goes off of her foot with a turnover. So both teams with one turnover, as we're just about 7 minutes and 15 seconds to go left in the first quarter. Bullinger goes inside to Barstead, goes into the paint, kicks it out to Gunderson, and she can't connect, but she's going to go to the free throw line as there's going to be a foul whistled against the Ray Jays. It'll go against number 11, and that is Cadence Sargent with the first team foul and her first personal foul of the evening. It sends Claire Gunderson to the free throw line. She's off the front iron with the first one, no good. The senior wears number 15. Second opportunity is good, and the Ranchers are on the board. They lead 1-0 on your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard. Kinley Johnson gives it up to Maddox Falk. Falk goes cross court over to Littlefield, inside to Kettleson. Nice feed down low to Sargent, and Sargent gets the bounce here at Curt Hodenfield Court. Puts it in for the first field goal of the game for the Ray Jays. Here's Bullinger, almost lost it and recaptures it with the left-hand dribble, goes inside to Barstead from the left elbow, kicks it down, nice cross-court feed, underneath low, it's put up by Schroeder. Schroeder comes away empty, but the Ranchers keep possession of the basketball. Got 10 on the shot clock for the Ranchers. Puckett goes inside to Barstead. Barstead from the right elbow, it's off the backboard. That one's no good. And here is almost a turnover by the Ray Jays, and then there is a turnover as Littlefield guilty of traveling with the basketball. 6:17 to go, 2-1 on your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard. The Ray Jays with a 1-point lead. Ranchers have the basketball, however, as Eliza Schroeder brings the ball into the front court. Barstead at the free throw line, kicks it out to Puckett, a wide open look from three. That one's no good. And the rebound is pulled away by the Ray Jays. Here's another pass. It's intercepted. Another turnover, the third of the night for the Ray Jays. Schroeder dribbles around a defender, puts it, nice feed down low. Puckett missed the easy bunny. No, that's Gunderson, missed the first one. She got the second one to fall. Claire Gunderson got two chances at it and was able to put it down for the point for the Ranchers. Now here's the ball, last touch done out of bounds off the Ray Jays. That is turnover number 4 as Abby Olson will check in for Kinley Johnson. And Maya Knox will check in for Caden Sargent for head coach Matt Heyer and the Ray Jays. And it'll be Grace Lidstrom coming in for head coach Seth Wistoff and the Ranchers. There's a pass almost broken up there. Nice job by the all-region softball pitcher, Maddox Falk, with some great defense. The Ranchers, however, will retain the possession of the basketball. They get it to Lidstrom. Lidstrom now dishes it off to Puckett. Here's Schroeder from the free throw line off the glass and in for two more. That's her first bucket of the night. And it's a 5-2 lead for the Ranchers. There's a ball tapped away by the long Addison Barstead. It goes off of her fingers. It'll stay with the Ray Jays. That's a little backcourt pressure by the 6-foot post on a 1-2-2 press. Out on top, here's the ball mishandled. And leading the way is Addison Barstead. Goes around, puts a shot up, no good, brings it back into play. But then we're going to have a foul. It's going to be out of bounds, excuse me, check that, it's out of bounds. And so it will stay with the Ray Jays as another substitution for Matt Heyer. That is number 10, Addison Donnelly checking in. Donnelly stands 5'8". She is a sophomore for the Ray Jays. Maya Knox into the front court, wears a brace on her left knee. Now here's the ball almost stolen away, and it is. Another turnover for the Ray Jays. That's number 5 of the night so far here in the first quarter. Entry pass into Barstead, kicks it down low to Lidstrom. Lidstrom off the left glass for a nice shot and a 2-point field goal for the Ranchers. Ranchers are up by 5, 7-2. And there's a travel on the floor, another turnover against the Ray Jays, and with that, we have a timeout on the floor, 4:13 remaining. You're listening to District 7 girls basketball action here on GameDay Media.
This GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Brandy Larson Insurance of Stanley offers home, auto, business, and farm insurance. For a quote, call 701-628-1414. Your local Farmers Union insurance agent.
Murex Petroleum Corporation, a pioneer for today, creating opportunities for all involved. Extraordinary people, extraordinary assets. MurexPetroleumCorporation.com.
Gustafson Septic Service Incorporated, family owned and operated since 1986. Offering septic service, portable restrooms and hand wash, sewer jet and camera services. Located in Stanley, North Dakota, call for a free quote at 701-628-2960.
And as we come back here to the NCC Sports Desk out of that St. Luke's Medical Center timeout, Ranchers have the basketballs. Bollinger puts up a three-point attempt. Long rebound is going to be tied up. Possession arrow will stay with the Ranchers. And with 4:02 to go, it's a 5-point lead for the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers, 7-2. As Eliza Schroeder will have the inbound pass underneath her own basket right side. Here is Hannah Nelson into the game, kicking it back out to Schroeder. Schroeder gives it up, now gets it out to Hannah Nelson, pulls the trigger from 3, that's off the iron, no good. Rebound comes down, gets it inside to Bollinger. Bollinger puts it up, no good, but there's Schroeder with another rebound. Rebound from the shot from the left elbow by Schroeder is no good. And a missed opportunity there for the Ranchers. Here's Kettleson, wasn't expecting the pass from Maddox Falk, and it goes out of bounds. Turnover number 7 of the quarter for the Ray Jays. 3:33 remaining here in the first quarter. This Region 7 matchup between the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers and the Ray Jays here from Curt Hodenfield Court. We're live from the NCC Sports Desk as the Ranchers throw the ball away. Now inside, here's Falk going to the basket, gets the roll here at Curt Hodenfield Court. And that gets another bucket on the board for the Ranchers, the Ray Jays. They trail by 3. Kick out to Bollinger from 3 is no good. And then we're going to have a foul called over the back against the Ranchers. That's going to go against Hannah Nelson, picking up her first personal foul. That is the first team foul called against the Ranchers here with exactly 3 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Again, my name's Randy Peterson, alongside my producer tonight, David Peterson, my cameraman, Owen Miller. And here's the ball as Olson keeps it from going out of bounds right in front of Monty Lund, one of our lead officials here tonight. Pass down in the low corner left side. It's Maya Knox, and Knox has the ball stripped out of her hands by Nelson. That'll be another turnover. That's 8 turnovers. There's a turnover for the Ranchers. Shot put up. Kettleson with the putback. That one's no good. Kettleson fighting for another one, but can't come up with it as the Ranchers come away with it, and the Ray Jays leave empty-handed. 7-4. Grace Lidstrom. Zone defense played by the Ray Jays here tonight. Inside pass to Addison Barstead. Barstead goes right glass, no good. Rebound comes out to Lidstrom. Lidstrom kicks it out to Schroeder. Now inside to Barstead again. Tries to go at a kick out, but she throws the ball away. Maya Knox going to get called for a travel. Turnover number 9 of the first quarter for the Ray Jays. And with that, we have another timeout on the floor. You're listening to Game Day Media coverage of District 7 girls basketball.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Border Mobile Grain Cleaning, based in Columbus, North Dakota, offers custom on-the-farm grain cleaning for spring wheat, durum, and barley. Contact Ethan Bakken at 701-310-5007 or find him on Facebook at Border Mobile Grain Cleaning.
The Country Store, located at 123 Main Street in Powers Lake, North Dakota. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it.
As we come back out of that St. Luke's Medical Center timeout with 1:50 remaining here in the first quarter, the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers with a 7-4 lead over the home team on the scoreboard, the Ray Jays. You're watching coverage here on Game Day Media. Make sure you like and subscribe. No cost to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Game Day Media ND. Also subscribe to our Facebook page and get all of our announcements that we have throughout the season. As a shot put up there by Claire Gunderson comes away no good. And there is going to be a foul called. It's going to go against number 10, I believe is who they were going to whistle it against. Yes, Addison Barstead picking up her first personal foul here this evening. Now here's another turnover for the Jays, their 10th of the night in the first quarter. Puckett goes off the glass right side for 2. Jocelyn Puckett with her first bucket of the night off the turnover. There's a double team as Abby Olson loses the handle on the basketball, and it's going to be tied up. However, it will stay with the Ray Jays on the possession arrow as our officials call a jump ball. And so Abby Olson will trigger the inbounds pass, gets it into Maddox Falk. Falk goes into the front court, kicks it out to Addison Donnelly, right side. Now over to Maya Knox, drives to the baseline, tries to kick it out to Kettleson. Kettleson puts it up and comes away empty. We're under a minute to play here in the first quarter. It's a 9-4 game. The Ranchers with the lead over the Ray Jays here from Curt Hodenfield Court. Here's Bullinger pulling up for 3. That's off the front iron. There's Lidstrom again. She missed the bunny. And here is another rebound for the Ray Jays. It's going to be a foul called against Ava Bullinger, I believe, is who they whistled it against. That'll be her first personal foul. And that'll be the third team foul. We're under 40 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Kinley Johnson back into the game for head coach Matt Heyer as the ball goes through the hands of Avery Littlefield. Another turnover. Turnover number 11. Backdoor cut by Claire Gunderson. We're going to have a foul called against the Ray Jays. It's going to go against number 22, Erica Kettleson. That'll be her first personal foul. That is the second team foul called against the Ray Jays, and it'll be a shooting foul for Gunderson as she gets the roll here at Curt Hodenfield Court. Gunderson now with 4 points on the night. Second free throw is good as the ball rattles the rim and falls through. 11-4. Oh, there's another travel by Littlefield. Another turnover for the Ray Jays. As Bollinger brings the ball into the front court, gets it back from Jocelyn Puckett. Ball goes through the legs of Grace Lindstrom, and she's triple teamed, tied up. This time the possession arrow goes to the Ray Jays. That'll be a turnover against the Ranchers, their 5th of the quarter, and with 6.6 seconds remaining here in the first quarter, the Ray Jays got to hurry. Here's Kinley Johnson trying to go back door to Erica Kettleson as she throws it into the bleachers with another turnover for the Ray Jays. 1.7 seconds to go. They roll it in. Here's Bollinger going in from the half court. It's off the backboard as the buzzer sounds to end the first quarter of play. After 8 minutes, your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard. It is the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers 11. The Ray Jays 4 will step aside, come back after this 1-minute timeout.
Voted a top 20 critical access hospital in quality, our Level 5 Trauma Center is ready to handle all your emergency needs with our acute stroke ready certification and full lab and radiology departments. Our physical, occupational, and speech therapy providers are available for all your rehab care, and our family practice clinic provides a variety of care including well child and child immunizations. Psychiatric care is available by telehealth, and mental health is available in person. To schedule an appointment, call us at 701-628-2505 or find us on our website at stanleyhealth.org. Montreal County Medical Center, here to help you throughout a lifetime.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by Bingaman Construction in Ray, North Dakota, your go-to for all your residential and commercial spray foam and construction needs. Tegan's Interiors, located on Main Street in Crosby, North Dakota. Follow them on Facebook or find them online at tegansinteriors.com. Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, located at 106 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit tiogadrug.com.
As we come back and start our Northwest Therapy Services starting of the second quarter, Northwest Therapy Services located here in Ray, North Dakota with offices in Williston. Speech pathology, Heidi Barman. Shot blocked there by Maya Knox, and it's going to be last touched and out of bounds off the fingertips of Hannah Nelson. Good defense by the Ray Jays. Littlefield throws the ball away in the back court as the ball is tipped and lost off the fingertips of Addison Barstead. And it'll be Maya Knox triggering the inbounds pass against this 1-2-2 zone press, causing a little bit of consternation for the Ray Jays as Littlefield comes into the front court. Now goes along the right side to Kettleson. As a cross-court pass, they get it over to Kinley Johnson. Johnson goes back inside, kicks it out to Littlefield, pulls the trigger off the glass, no good. And the rebound comes down to the Ranchers. In trouble, Ava Bollinger is going to get fouled. It's going to go against number 5, Maddox Falk. That's her first personal foul. Again, in North Dakota, there is a change in the way we count fouls in the half and the quarters. They reset the team fouls every quarter to 0. If a team gets 5 fouls, they start shooting 2 free throws after that, unless it is a shooting foul, then they shoot 2 free throws anyway. But there is no foul, no bonus this year, no 1-and-1. And that's being implemented in both girls and boys basketball. Entry pass into Barstead goes in. Nice defense by Kettleson. Good defense by Erica with the block. Up front, here's Kettleson. Had her foot on the line. Nope, comes away empty. And three-point effort falls away, no good. Comes Hannah Nelson. Guarded down low there by the Ranchers. Barsted from the free throw line, good. Addison Barsted with her first bucket of the evening. And it's a 9-point lead, 13-4. Here's Littlefield giving the ball up. Here's Falk with it. Falk with the dribble, right wing, guarded there by Schroeder. Now backdoor over the head of Avery Littlefield and out of bounds. Turnover number 14 against the Ray Jays. 13-4 with 6:16 remaining in the half. Stay tuned. We'll have our Bank of Tioga halftime report at the conclusion of this first half of play. Right now, it's all Ranchers. They're up by 9, 13-4. Can double-digit them if they can get some points on the board this possession. Bollinger's going to try it from 3. Good. That's a Tioga Ace Hardware three-pointer for Ava Bollinger. Her first bucket of the evening. And it's 16-4. Pass inside to Kinley Johnson. Johnson with the basketball, gives it back to Littlefield. She pulls the trigger from 3. That's short off the front iron as a rebound lands in the hands of Bollinger. Up front here is Barsted missing the left-handed layup, and the rebound is taken out of her hands. Barsted puts it up again, and then she's going to be fouled. Foul's going to be whistled against number 1, Avery Littlefield. As Addison Barsted goes to the free throw line to shoot 2 on the shooting foul. That's the second team foul called against the Jays as Barsted's off the front iron with the first free throw. She's got 2 points on the night as Caden Sargent checks back in for Maya Knox for head coach Matt Heyer and the Ray Jays. Second free throw is off the mark as well. Kettleson pulls down the rebound and then gives it up to Falk coming into the front court. Abby Olson, right side to Kinley Johnson. Johnson puts it in for a Tioga Ace Hardware three-pointer. Her first basket of the night. Cutting the lead down to 9, 16-7. Lidstrom for the Ranchers, dribbling at the top of the key. Pressure put on by Kinley Johnson. Now here's Puckett. Turns and faces her defender. Looking to throw it, gives it up to Lidstrom. Grace on the right elbow, finds a nice feed underneath to Puckett. And as Puckett goes to the basket with the shot, she's going to be fouled. It's going to be whistled against number 22. That is Erica Kettleson pulling up with her second personal foul. Third team foul called against the Ray Jays as Puckett toes the stripe, misses the front end. Puckett with 2 points on the night. Barsted comes out of the game. Claire Gunderson will check in for head coach Seth Wistoff. Second one is also no good by Jocelyn Puckett. Kettleson. Gets it to Falk. Now Kettleson back again beyond the three-point line. Goes over to Falk. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Another turnover against the Ray Jays. That's 15 turnovers so far for head coach Matt Heyer's Ray Jays. 16-7. As the Jays pull off any pressure in the backcourt, they give it up to Bollinger, trying her luck from 3 again. No good. Schroeder puts up a left-handed layup on the offensive rebound. That one is no good. Right now, the Ray Jays struggling. Here's Kettleson looking at the basket, left all alone. Off the back iron, no good. Lidstrom with the rebound for the Ranchers, gives it up to Schroeder, who comes into the front court for Powers Lake Burke Central. They go inside to Puckett. Puckett from the right elbow, or from the right block, excuse me, is no good. Kettleson takes it herself, gives it up off the glass, right side. Kinley Johnson puts it down for her 5th point of the night. Jays down by 7, 16-9 with 3:35 remaining. Bollinger with the dribble, gives it up to Claire Gunderson. Gunderson drives to the baseline, tries to kick it out. Then we have a kicking the ball against the Ray Jays, so it'll stay with the possession of the Ranchers as Ava Bollinger will inbound the basketball. And it'll be Barsted and Hannah Nelson checking in for Jocelyn Puckett and Grace Lidstrom for head coach Seth Wistoff. Kick out to Barstead, broken up there by Kettleson. Ball will stay with the Ranchers. 3:23 remaining here in the first half. Bollinger finds Hannah Nelson beyond the arc, top of the key. Here's a nice fake as Gunderson goes to the hoop right side. She puts up the shots, no good, but we're going to have a foul call against Cadence Sargent. That's her second personal foul. It's a fourth team foul. It's a shooting foul for Claire Gunderson. Gunderson, with 5 points on the night, gets 2 opportunities to increase her point total, which she does on the first one. 6 points now for Claire Gunderson, the 5'8" senior for the Ranchers. Second one is away. It's off the front iron. It's no good as Falk rips down the rebound for the Jays. Kinley Johnson over to Maddox Falk. Falk with a bounce pass over to Abby Olson. Another bounce pass inside to Cadence Sargent. Sargent missed the bunny with the left hand. Now goes to the floor and with the dribble loses the handle on it. Called for the travel. 2:57 to go here in the half. Again, we'll have our Bank of Tioga halftime report at the conclusion of this first half of play, recapping all the team stats along with all the individual stats that we have through the first half. Bollinger with the fake drives to the baseline, now rethinks that and kicks it back out as Schroeder will put it up from the free throw line. Missed everything as the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Ranchers. Again, a little bit of pressure, three-quarter court pressure by the Ranchers as Barstead leads the way at the point. Cross-court pass over to Falk. Falk, I don't know if she was the intended recipient of it as the ball goes over the head of Kinley Johnson. Another turnover landing in the stands of the Ray Jays here from Curt Hodenfield Court. And now we have a foul call against number 23, I believe Monty Lund is going to ring up. That is Kinley Johnson with her first personal foul. That is team foul number 5, and from here on out with 2:16 remaining, every time there's a Ray J foul, the Ranchers will get 2 shots from the free throw line as Nelson misses the front end. Substitutions coming in for the Ray Jays. Maya Knox, and for the Ranchers, it's Grace Lidstrom along with Jocelyn Puckett. As Hannah Nelson toes the stripe, looking for her first point of the night. Second one is also rolling the rim and falls away, but Puckett puts up the offensive rebound shot. Missed that one. So a missed opportunity there for the Ranchers. Kinley Johnson beyond the three-point line, left wing, tries to go inside to Kettleson. Ball thrown away again. Nobody picks up Jocelyn Puckett just inside the three-point line, putting up the shot, coming away empty. And here's a rebound by Falk as they go up front to Maya Knox, left all alone. Kicks it out to Abby Olson from the free throw line. That's off the back iron, no good. Things not going the way for the Ray Jays right now. They're down by 8, 17-9. Barstead from the left block, too hard. Another missed opportunity for the Ranchers. There's a pass up front. Kettleson finds the loose ball, puts up the shot, can't connect. (17-9) with 1 minute and 8 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Lidstrom driving to the paint, puts up the wild shot. That one's no good. And the rebound taken down by the Ray Jays. Kinley Johnson into the front court. Goes right side to Knox, now out on top to Falk. Falk guarded by Schroeder, kicks it out to Kinley Johnson for 3. That's no good. And here come the Ranchers again. Puckett into the front court, finds a cutting Addison Barstead. She misses the shot, but we're going to have a foul on the floor. That's going to be called against the Ray Jays. Number 23, Kinley Johnson, with her second personal foul. And Barstead goes to the free throw line again, looking for her first made free throw, but she's off the front iron. 0 for 3 so far from the free throw line is the junior, standing 6 foot, Addison Barstead. One dribble, puts up the second one, missed everything. Kind of disgusted with herself as she rolls her eyes and comes away from the free throw line with the pressure still being put on in the backcourt. So Ray Jays come into the front court with it. Now has the ball stolen away by the Ranchers. Eliza Schroeder putting up the shot, left hand, good for 2. Eliza Schroeder with her second field goal of the night off the turnover for the Ranchers, or for the Ray Jays, excuse me. And now we're going to have a foul called. It's going to be a non-shooting foul. And that's where that comes into play, as they're going to have to take the ball out of bounds. That foul is whistled against Eliza Schroeder, her first foul. Ray Jays will inbound the basketball. Now here's a steal. Schroeder picks it up. It's got to hurry. Schroeder looks like she's going to double dribble, and she did. Turnover number 6 against the Ranchers. And with 2.5 seconds to go, here comes the Ray Jays. A wild shot. That's not going to be close as the buzzer sounds to end the first half of play. Your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard. It is the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers 19. The Ray Jays 9. We'll step aside. We'll come back with our Bank of Tioga halftime report after this 3-minute timeout.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Napa Tioga Parts Supply, located at 105 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit napaonline.com. TNT Measurements Incorporated, providing oil and gas allocation meter proving, calibrations, and production facility lack provings. To schedule your proving, contact Derek Thompson at 701-421-1351.
At Haugland Insurance Services, we are passionate about protecting farmers and ranchers. With extensive agricultural knowledge, we have the tools to protect your profit and minimize risk. Whether it's crop and livestock insurance or farm property and liability, we protect your hard-earned assets. We can also assist with farm transitions, commercial insurance, life, health, and disability coverage. You work hard to feed our world, and we work tirelessly to protect what you've grown and built. Call us at 701-965-4066 or visit us online at hauglandinsuranceservices.com. This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Roustabout Service and Insulating, servicing the oil and gas industry since 1963. MC Property and Maintenance LLC is a family-owned and operated property management, maintenance, and handyman company based in Stanley, North Dakota. From lawn care to snow removal and everything in between, let us manage every aspect of your rental, property, and maintenance needs. To schedule an appointment, call Max at 701-641-2772.
In a world where every dollar counts, we believe in empowering you to do more with your money. At the Bank of Tioga, we help ignite prosperity for you and the communities we serve. Whether you're a family looking for personal financial solutions, a business seeking growth, or an agricultural entrepreneur with big dreams, we have the products and services to help you achieve your goals. Experience the power of partnership and visit your nearest location or explore our online services today. We ignite prosperity at the Bank of Tioga, member FDIC.
As we come back to our Bank of Tioga halftime report, it is the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers with a 10-point lead over the home team on the scoreboard this evening, the Ray Jays, with a 19-9 lead at halftime. The Ranchers led at the end of the first quarter 11-4, outscored the Ray Jays 8-5 in the second quarter to take a 10-point lead to the locker room. For the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers, they're getting the shots up. They've put up 33 shots, making 7 of them. They're 4 out of 14, however, from the free throw line, and they've knocked down 1 3-pointer in the contest, that from Ava Bullinger in the second quarter. And they've only committed 6 turnovers in the first half of play. And for the Ray Jays, they're 4 out of 24, so they're getting some shots up. They're just not falling, yet to shoot a free throw in the contest tonight. They've got 1 3-pointer at the hands of Kinley Johnson. But the thing that really sticks out for the Ray Jays, they've committed 20 turnovers in the first half, according to my unofficial books. And that's one of the things that Matt Heyer said that they needed to clean up in our pregame show, is cut down on the turnovers. You're going to throw it into the bleachers, you could just as well throw it at the hoop. And one of the things that he's a little bit concerned about with his team is the number of turnovers and missed opportunities through those turnovers. Individual scoring going this way for the Ranchers. Leading the way with 6 points tonight is Claire Gunderson. 4 points contributed by Eliza Schroeder, 3 points for Ava Bullinger, 2 points each for Addison Barstead and Jocelyn Puckett. And playing but not scoring was Hannah Nelson, for a total of 19 first half team points. And for the Ray Jays, Kinley Johnson, on the strength of a 3-pointer and a field goal in the second quarter, has contributed 5 points to lead the Ray Jays in scoring. 2 points each for Maddox Falk and Caden Sargent. Playing but not scoring is Erica Kettleson and Avery Littlefield and Abby Olson and Addison Donnelly. With that, we're going to send it back to our studio for a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll have the athletic director and boys basketball head coach of the Ray Jays, Michael Bergstrom, as we talk to Michael after this 1-minute timeout.
At Souris Valley Dental Group, we've been using modern treatment techniques and products to help families smile since 1968. Voted as the #1 dentist in Minot, our team of expert dentists combine their unique areas of expertise and their experiences to create treatment plans that help each individual patient meet their goals. Contact our dental office at 701-419-8900 or visit sourisvalleydental.com to schedule an appointment today. You can count on us to keep your family grinning from ear to ear for many years to come.
At NCC, Northwest North Dakota is our backyard. The individuals and businesses who rely on NCC's services aren't just our customers. You're our neighbors, our friends, and our families. That's why we're committed to providing the high-quality internet, video, phone, and security systems you need to stay connected with the friendly, local service you deserve. NCC, making connections in Northwest North Dakota.
Founded in 2019, Northwest Therapy Services, located in Ray and Williston, North Dakota, provides speech therapy in our clinics, as well as partnering with local schools and nursing facilities to provide on-site therapeutic services. Our therapists offer language therapy as well as therapy for social, cognitive, communication, swallowing, feeding, and voice disorders. We are dedicated to providing the highest level of quality services. To schedule an appointment, visit nwtherapyservices.com or call 701-568-8255.
And as we come back to the Bank of Tioga halftime report, we have Michael Bergstrom, the head boys basketball coach for the Ray Jays, on the headset, along with duties as an athletic director and also as a teacher here at Ray High School. And when you are at a small school, Michael, you wear a lot of hats.
Yeah, you do. The opportunity came to be the athletic director. Mr. Hired stepped down, and it was something that kind of interests me, and
sure.
So we're giving it a shot.
And I know you're going to have your first boys basketball game this Friday evening here at Curt Hodenfield Court in Ray, North Dakota. GameDay Media is going to actually come over and broadcast that game against the longtime rival, the Tioga Pirates. And tell me a little bit about your team, Michael.
We're young. We have 2 seniors, 1 junior, and the rest are sophomores, freshmen, and then we got a couple junior high kids that are up with us. And so we're young, but we have a fair amount of experience with a lot of those. We're going to return 4 starters.
Sure.
So they kind of got baptized by fire a little bit last year. So we're hoping they can step up and play a little bit older than what their grade is.
Well, I know that, we've been following, I follow sports, and I've noticed that you have a lot of young players. I think Tioga's going to play fairly young as well, so it might be a very competitive match in the first game. How has the preseason workouts gone for you?
We've had a great week and a half. Our first week of practice was very very competitive, a lot of effort. We had our scrimmage on Saturday, which went about as good as it could be expected. 2 practices this week have been really good, so we're trending in the right direction.
And as you take on the duties as an athletic director, you're probably new to you a little bit, and I'm sure you look to Matt Heyer, who's been your previous mentor as far as an athletic director, but what's all involved as an athletic director?
A lot of scheduling, obviously with all the different sports, and then lining up all the workers, making sure everything's organized. We got people going where they need to go. And then trying to put a little thought into building schedules in the future on what makes sense for our current teams, and then providing support to our student athletes and the coaches, and giving them the direction they need to go, or at least assist in that. So,
well, we're looking forward to the broadcast on Friday evening as the Tioga Pirates travel over 15 miles to take on the Ray Jays from Curt Hodenfield Court. We'll go on the air right after the JV game, but it'll be an interesting game between the Tioga Pirates and the home team Ray Jays. Thanks, Michael, for taking a few time. Well, I'm going to ask you one more question before we leave. Who do you see winning the district?
It could be any one of 4 teams. You guys can probably do the math on that.
All right, we're going to send it away back to our studio for a quick timeout. Actually, we're going to keep it right here as we're about ready to. We're going to keep talking to Michael here as we start our Northwest Therapy Services start of the third quarter. And as Michael's still on the headset here, Ray J's got to clean it up a little bit if they want to get back into this game. But they start out with a turnover.
Yeah, the turnovers are hurting us right now pretty bad.
Shot put up by Bollinger falls away, no good. And the 10-point lead still intact for the Ranchers as the ball goes out of bounds. And it'll stay with the Ray Jays. With 7:38 remaining in the third quarter, we're just underway here. As this segment is brought to you by DA Land LLC, established in 2021, and is providing quality skid steer attachments, farm and ranch supplies, feed and pet supplies in the Tioga area. That's DA Land LLC. Also want to thank The Porch, located over here in Ray, North Dakota. A locally owned coffee shop serving a variety of drinks with a flavor for everyone. That's Mandy Knox at The Porch in Ray, North Dakota. As we have another turnover, this time it's called against the Ranchers. And still scoreless here in the second half, Michael.
Well, we're having a lot of that right there.
Another turnover, and here's Barstead coast to coast, mishandled it. Somehow got it to fall on the breakaway. It's another point, 2 points put on the board for the Ranchers as they're extending their lead to 12 as Kettleson goes in. Doesn't get the roll here at Curt Hodenfield Court. Then we're tied up. And the possession arrow will go back over to the Ranchers. So, Michael, a little bit of, just as we listen and watch the coverage here, there's a missed shot by the Ranchers. I know that your Ray Jays are, and the Tioga Pirates for that matter, there's no more Stanley Holiday Tournament. So what's taking the place of the Holiday Tournament for the Ray Jays?
Yeah, our schedule's really got kind of flipped upside down. We're playing a district game, a rival game, the first eligible day, which is, a little unique from the past. But we're able to get into the Mandan Holiday Tournament, which we're super excited about. Since I've been in Ray, we've been trying to get in that, and we just happened to call at the right time the day of the announcement of the 3 class, and a team dropped out, and we called at the right time and got in. So we're excited about that. On Saturday, we go to Watford for the border battle.
Okay.
Play South Hart down there, so that'll be a good experience for our guys. So
Kettleson with a nice defense, but the ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by Addison Barstead. And the Ray Jays with the basketball now, again with 6:25 remaining in the third quarter, down by 12. Now there's another turnover for the Ray Jays. Bollinger Can't make the bunny. Barsted there for the putback. Left side, no good. Kick out to Puckett. She's going to be short on the three-point effort, but the ball is going to go off the hands of the Ranchers. And there's a missed opportunity for Powers Lake Burke Central to add to their lead. 21-9. And so when you go down to Mandan, Michael, it's going to be an overnight then down there?
Yeah, we're there for 2 nights, so we'll be staying in a hotel for 2 nights and going to get a chance to see the number 8 team in the state first round with Flasher. And yeah, it's going to be a really good experience for our guys, and hopefully it's something that we can
build on.
Continue to do through through many years to come. So.
Yeah, kind of going to miss that Stanley Holiday Tournament. Been a part of my life for quite a while as Kettleson puts up the rebound with her first point of the night. And that was a long time coming for Erica. At the 5:37 mark of the third quarter, that foul was whistled against number 15. Claire Gunderson, that's her first personal foul as Erica Kettleson will toe the stripe to try to add on the and one. For the Ray Jays. Kettleson, a 5'10" senior, a whale of a volleyball player, gets the roll here at Curt Hodenfield Court. Hit the back of the backboard and the rim and falls through. 21-12. Nelson with the dribble for the Ranchers, goes to the baseline, puts up the shot, no good. And then Kettleson with the rebound. Kettleson becoming a little bit more active here in the second half. Probably heard something at the halftime as Abby Olson, foot on the line, knocks it down for a field goal. Abby Olson with her first 2 points of the game. The shot put up, rebound put back up by Macy Jurgensen. And Jurgensen into the game for the first time in the second half. Knocks it down. It's back up to a 9-point lead for the Ranchers. Now here's a takeaway. And it's going to be Bullinger. No, that's Eliza Schroeder with the rebound. Keeping track of points and turnovers here tonight. Kinley Johnson comes away empty with the shot from just inside the three-point line.
Yeah, I think Coach Heyer's got a little bit of a youth movement going on too, and it's going to take a little time for the girls to get caught up with the speed. They're in the right spots, just little late on the passes and a little late on the cut. So
Maya Knox comes in with the big brace on her left knee, and I know she's going to have some testing done over the next couple of days, from what I understand, as the ball almost stolen away by number 2, Brooklyn Edwards, into the game, seeing her first action of the contest here tonight from Curt Hodenfield Court. And we wish all the best to Maya Knox as she undergoes some testing. And Hannah Nelson on a backdoor cut. And Nelson kisses it off the left side glass for 2. 27-14, just over 4 minutes to go. And here's the ball just about stolen away by the Ranchers. As Macy Jurgensen stepped in there to knock it out of bounds. 25 turnovers so far for the Ray Jays tonight. Kind of thorn in their side tonight, but they're playing a little better here in the second half of play for sure. Macy Jurgensen tries to find Kettleson. Ball's on the floor. Kettleson fighting for it. Gives it over to Edwards. Edwards going to step back for 3. Brooklyn Edwards finds the range on a Tioga Ace Hardware three-pointer. Cuts a lead down to 10. There is Eliza Schroeder countering with another basket off the left glass herself. 29-17 with just under 3.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. And there's going to be a blocking foul called against Hannah Nelson. Her second personal foul, second team foul on the board for the Ranchers, as Seth Wistoff's going to have a line change. Everybody comes in, including Ashlyn Sunley, seeing her first action tonight. Whereas number 20, Edwards going to try her luck again from 3. That one's no good. And then we're going to have the ball go out of bounds. Last touch by the Ray Jays. And so it will go back over to Powers Lake Burke Central. as the Ranchers hold a 12-point lead, 29-17. Kick out to Gunderson. Gunderson, little 6-footer, can't get it to fall as the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Addison Barstead. And the Ray Jays try to get this within 10, maybe 9 if they knock down a three-pointer. Brooklyn Edwards comes into the front court, loses the ball. Another turnover for the Jays. Here's Barstead from the paint, putting up the shot, can't get it to fall. Falk pushes it up inside. They try to go to Kettleson, and it's going to be a foul called against number 22, Erica Kettleson, with her third personal foul. That's the second team foul called against the Ray Jays. And so the Ranchers with the basketball. Backdoor cut again to Sunley. There's good defense put on by Erica Kettleson as Brooklyn Edwards is going to get called for the travel. Edwards, only an 8th grader. Seen varsity action here for head coach Matt Heyer. Got some height, 5'8". She play like her dad. He was a pretty good player, wasn't he?
He was, yeah. Yeah, her and her dad are in this gym a lot.
Yeah, that's good. It's good to see that. I've been up here during some baseball scrimmages that we had indoor last spring, and man, there were kids shooting on 6 different baskets up here.
Well, we have 4 Dr. Dish machines that we got last April, and I'd say by the end of 2023, it'll be over 1 million shots on them.
Wow. That is something to be said. 1 million shots put up by future Ray Jays and current Ray Jays. And teams get better when they do that. Here's a nice shot by Erica Kettleson on a nice feed. How much do those things cost, Michael? Any idea?
We had some very generous groups of people and individuals that have helped it out with that. So
yeah. That's good. People investing in their kids and the future of Ray J basketball. Here's a steal by Barstead, coast to coast, misses the bunny. So you put them on the side baskets here or on the main baskets when you put those machines in play?
If we have all four going, we put them on the side baskets.
Sure.
If it's kids coming in on their own, then it's usually on the main basket. Then right now during season we have 2 up here and 2 down in the little gym. And
okay.
So we got there's a handful of kids that anywhere between 6 and 7 in the morning they're in here getting their shots up. So
that's some dedication to get a kid up that early in the morning to come shoot. What's the goal of every kid to shoot how many shots per day? What do you guys look at?
Well, we did a few challenges. We did a 10,000 shot challenge, and I think we had 23 kids that did that over the course of the summer.
Wow.
We had 4 or 5 kids that shot in that time frame over 25,000. I think the highest was 33,000 during that time.
Brindley Kincaid misses the breakaway, and it's going to be tied up, but the possession arrow will stay with the Ray Jays. We're under a minute to play here in the third quarter.
Then our last one, we had 5,000 makes in 9 weeks, and we had...
While being the largest leaseholder in the Bakken, Continental Resources.
As we come back here, the missed shot by the Ray Jays lands in the hands of the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers.
No, they've been a really good asset and a really good tool for our kids, and the kids that have taken those resources, those opportunities have, the results are showing.
Used by both girls and boys program?
Yep. If you go to school in this school and you have the ability to use it, so they all have their logins for them. And
yeah. Oh, it's an individualized thing, so they keep track of it?
Yep.
It's
so they have an app on their phone. They can
see
how many shots, see their percentages, see where they're,
You got 4 of them.
We have 4 of them, yep.
Wow. Bullinger knocks down the second of 2 free throws. And it's a 32-19 lead for the Ranchers as Kinley Johnson has her foot on the line, puts up the shot, which falls away no good. As Bullinger now comes into the front court. Hannah Nelson throws the ball away for the Ranchers. Here comes Folk from the free throw line at the paint, puts up the shot, no good, follows a rebound. Knox pulls up from the buzzer, no good. And I want to thank Michael Bergstrom as we end the third quarter. It's the Ranchers 32, the Ray Jays 19. I want to thank you, Michael, for putting on the headset.
Yeah, thanks.
And visiting with us a little bit about Ray Jay basketball.
Yeah, thanks for having me. You guys do a really good job. This is a good thing. So
thank you so much. We'll step aside. We'll come back with the start of our Northwest Therapy Services, start of our fourth quarter after this 30-second timeout.
While being the largest leaseholder in the Bakken, Continental Resources believes that we are among the most efficient and cost-effective producers of oil and natural gas on the planet. One of the most effective ways of putting action behind our values is by giving to those communities in which we operate. American Energy is a huge contributor of tax revenue to local, state, and federal governments, an economic catalyst, and a job creator. If you want to work in an environment that encourages teamwork and putting your ideas into action, visit CLR.com to start your new career today. D&L Paraffin Incorporated is a local family-owned hot oil company that has been in operation since 1981. We work hard to develop good business relationships with the oil field companies in the Tioga area. While offering services north of Lake Sakakawea, we focus on integrity, hard work, and safety. For all hot oil services, call dispatch at 701-641-3065 or 701-641-6310. And for hiring information, be sure to follow us on Facebook at DL Paraffin.
As we come back with our Northwest Therapy start of the fourth quarter, Addison Barstead puts up the first bucket of the night of the fourth quarter. And it's a 34-19 lead for the Ranchers over the Ray Jays. Cross-court pass over to Edwards. Edwards with the shot just inside the three-point line. Falls away no good. Gets another shot at it and puts that one down. Brooklyn Edwards with 5 points so far here tonight. The eighth grader for head coach Matt Heyer. It's 34-21 with just over 7 minutes to play here in the contest. Barstead kicks it out to Puckett. Now gets it back. Barstead from the right elbow. Missed everything on the shot as the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Ranchers. And now we have a little bit of delay to get started again as we're going to have Eliza Schroeder tying her shoot at midcourt. As the officials grant her the opportunity to do that. Our officials again out of the Williston Basin Officials Association, Monty Lund, Matt Burnham, and Jarek Hansen. As a baseball pass by Brindley Kincaid goes out of bounds. Another turnover for the Jays. That's number 30 against the Ray Jays. Here's Claire Gunderson going to the paint. Finds Barstead. Barstead puts up the shot. Can't convert it. And then the ball brought back into play, but it's Kettleson having her foot on the line, and so it'll stay with the Ranchers as a fresh 35 goes on the shot clock. Here from Curt Hodenfield Court, my name's Randy Peterson. Inside pass to Gunderson, and Gunderson puts it down for two. Gunderson now with 8 points on the night for the Ranchers, and it's a 36-21 lead. Edwards just inside the three-point line, puts up the shot, no good. Brindley Kincaid with the rebound, kicks it out to Kinley Johnson. Johnson pulls up the three-pointer. That is no good as the shot put up by Brooklyn Edwards. And another bucket for the eighth grader. And it'll be an and one as the foul called against the Ranchers. And not sure who they've whistled the foul on. They put it up now. It's going to be against number 14, Grace Lidstrom. As Brooklyn Edwards with 7 points on the night puts up the free throw. That's off the back iron, no good. But the rebound by Kettleson is put up, and that falls away empty. Pass up front to Claire Gunderson. Kick out to Schroeder. Schroeder loses the handle on it. Turnover by the Ranchers. Here's another pass. It's broken up, stolen away by the Ranchers. Schroeder throws it away. First couple of games for these teams have been struggling on the turnover side as Brooklyn Edwards puts up the three-point effort. Better than throwing it in the stands. Throw it at the basket. Puckett with the basketball. Gives it up to Gunderson. Gunderson kicks it out to Schroeder. She's going to try her luck with a three-pointer. That's a Tioga Ace Hardware three-pointer for Eliza Schroeder. Now with 13 points, leads the Ranchers in scoring. Cross-court pass to Abby Olson to Falk, goes through her hands. It's out of bounds, another turnover. And with that, we have a timeout on the floor. It'll be a full timeout. You're listening to District 7 girls basketball action here on Game Day Media. My name's Randy Peterson.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Othione Boutique. Shop in person in downtown Tioga or visit their website at shopothione.com.
Nessa Consulting, located in Tioga, North Dakota. Visit nessaconsulting.com.
Frames by Ryan James, located in Crosby, North Dakota. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Frames by Ryan James.
As we come out of that St. Luke's Medical Center timeout, this segment's brought to you by the Powers Lake Athletic Booster Club, supporting the Ranchers and all Powers Lake athletic programs this 2023-2024 season. A new sponsor for us at Game Day Media. Also want to thank Flag Family Media, located at 1090 AM and 92.7, your source for conservative talk show radio. And make sure you download the KTGO mobile app. Also want to thank the Tioga Booster Clubs, the Tioga Pirate Sports Booster Club, located in Tioga, supporting the Pirates and the Firestorm and all the athletic programs occurring over in Tioga this year, a new sponsor on Game Day Media. Also the Northwest Stars, a part of that booster club. High school gymnastics co-op based here in Ray, North Dakota, with gymnasts from all over Northwest North Dakota, from what I understand. Here's Sunley giving the ball up to Lidstrom, and Falk fighting for the basketball, steals it away for another turnover against the Ranchers as Edward puts up the shot, tries her luck from three as Sunley brings down the missed opportunity. Here's Lidstrom, coast to coast, off the glass, too hard, no good. Nelson with the putback, that one's no good, as the Ray Jays come up with the basketball. Kettleson in the middle, puts it up off the glass, missed it. Now it's Falk with the opportunity, puts up the left-hand layup, and she missed that one. As Jorgensen comes away with the rebound, ball still on the floor, it's going to be tied up, and the possession arrow will stay with, no, there's a foul called. It's going to be against number 2. That'll be Ava Bullinger with the foul. So fresh 35 goes on the shot clock. Abby Olson inbounds it to Brooklyn Edwards. Edwards with the dribble goes to the baseline, now throws it away. Another turnover for the Ranchers, as here comes Bullinger for the Ranchers. Now she throws it away, and then we're going to have a foul called against the Ray Jays. It's going to go against number 5. That is Maddox Falk with their second personal foul. Nelson puts up the shot, good. Hannah Nelson with her 4th point of the night, and it's a 41-23 lead. Here is Maddox Falk trying her luck with a left-handed shot. That's no good, but it's tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Ranchers. It'll stay with the Ray Jays. 41-23 on your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard. As an entry pass goes out to Falk from the left corner from 3, no good. Brindley Kincaid steals it away. Another opportunity for the Ray Jays as Brooklyn Edwards puts up the shot. Kettleson there for the rebound. Edwards with the kick out. Now goes inside and throws that one away. Bullinger into the front court for the Ranchers. Sunley getting some playing time here tonight. Ashland. She is a junior. And there's a shot put up, no good by the Ranchers. Here come the Jays. Brindley Kincaid out to Falk. Pulls the trigger from three, short off the front iron. Edwards there with a rebound put back. That one's no good, but she'll go to the free throw line to shoot two. That foul is whistled against number 20, Ashland Sunley. And as we look at our mentions, I want to thank Surge Aesthetics, located in Tioga and Hazen. Our purpose is to enhance your natural beauty and give you the confidence that you need as the Edwards puts in the first free throw. Offices located in Tioga. Call Sarah at 701-641-6429 or Corey at 701-870-0529. That is Surge Aesthetics, located in Tioga and Hazen. As Edwards' second free throw falls away, no good. There with the foul is number 1. That is Avery Littlefield, her second personal foul. It's only the second team foul. As Technex Solution also helping us at GameDay Media, offering measurement sales, service, and support for oil and water treatment, water measurement equipment in the Bakken. There's a shot put up by Barstead. Call Jason at 701-641-0647 or get a hold of him at Jason at Technex Solutions. Edwards from the right side again comes away no good, but there's the rebound by Kettleson. And then Kettleson can't get it into the hands of her teammate. Ball up front as Jocelyn Puckett. And there's a foul that's going to be whistled against Maddox Falk, her third personal. Only the third team foul against the against the Ray Jays. Farmers Union Insurance, the Larson Vossen Agency, located in Crosby, North Dakota. They sell crop, farm, ranch, home, auto, commercial, health insurance. Call Chell or Robbie at 701-965-6335 today. Here's Schroeder getting blocked by Kettleson, and then it's going to be tied up. Possession arrow will go back over to the Ray Jays. 701 Cornhole Company. Customized cornhole sets, making your cookouts even better. Find them at their website at 701cornholecompany.com. They make a great Christmas present. Put your order in. Contact Brad Anderson at 701cornholecompany.com. And with that, we have a timeout. On the floor. Your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard. It is the Ranchers 41, the Ray Jays 24. This is a St. Luke's Medical Center timeout.
This GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you by
Othione Boutique. Shop in person in downtown Tioga or visit their website at shopothione.com.
Nessa Consulting, located in Tioga, North Dakota. Visit nessaconsulting.com.
Frames by Ryan James, located in Crosby, North Dakota. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Frames by Ryan James.
Located in Crosby, North Dakota, Brad Johnson Insurance has been helping clients find insurance coverage since 1986. Our team is passionate about serving the community in which we live and pride ourselves on getting to know our clients to best serve their needs. Our staff is active in the public and strives to better our community through participation, involvement, and by supporting area events and youth programs. For a quote, visit bradjohnsoninsurance.com or call 701-965-4200 today.
As we come out of that St. Luke's Medical Center timeout, it gives us an opportunity to thank Hidden Beauty Salon and Spa, located in Tioga, North Dakota on Main Street. They're your full-service salon and spa. Follow them on Facebook at Hidden Beauty. Here's an entry pass into Claire Gunderson, guarded there by Brooklyn Edwards. Gunderson then throws the ball on the floor. It's going to be a foul call. Nope, jump ball. Good effort by the Ray Jays. This younger team on the floor for Matt Heyer. And it'll be a turnover called against the Powers Like Burke Central Ranchers on the jump ball. Possession arrow goes over to Ray. Edwards goes over to Maddox Falk, up front to Avery Littlefield, and off of her fingertips, out of bounds. Another turnover for the Jays. 41-24. Prairie Motors, located over in Stanley, North Dakota. Matt Evans and his team at Prairie Motors. And count the basket as we have a foul called against number 22, Erica Kettleson, her fourth, as Gunderson puts down her 10th point of the game, goes to the free throw line for the and one. Matt Evans and Prairie Motors in Stanley devoting themselves to helping and serving our customers to the best of their ability with high quality service and vehicles. Also Kyle Hansen, your Thrivent financial agent, located over in Stanley, North Dakota. It's the missed free throw by Gunderson. There's a shot from three. That is Eliza Schroeder with her second three-pointer of the night. There's Kettleson putting up the shot that falls away, no good. Kyle Hansen, your Thrivent financial advisor, located in Stanley, North Dakota. For all your financial planning needs in Northwest North Dakota, get a hold of Kyle or Becky Gettle, your local Thrivent advisors, at 701-628-2384. New players coming in with 1 minute and 12 seconds to go. It's a 45-24 lead. We'll catch up with head coach Seth Wistoff when we have our end of our game here, as the Ranchers are going to come up with the victory tonight. And our player of the game will be determined by our GameDay Media staff, as the first free throw by Ava Bullinger is off the mark, no good. Ray Jays have a mass substitution coming in younger yet, so a lot of youth on the floor for Matt Heyer, getting some valuable experience here tonight against the Ray Jays, as Bullinger's second free throw is good. There's a shot put up off by the Ray Jays. It falls away, no good. Pressure still put on by Ray as Sunley comes into the front court. Under a minute to play as Bullinger goes around defenders, puts it off the glass for 2 more points. 48-24, the Ranchers have doubled up the Ray Jays here tonight from Curt Hodenfield Court. Sargent goes up, puts the shot up, it's no good. And Bullinger gives it up to Sunley. Leah Roberts into the game for head coach Seth Wistoff. Lidstrom with the dribble goes inside to Jurgensen, lost the handle on it. Roberts is going to try to run it down, but it's going to be last touched by the Ray Jays. And with 11 seconds remaining, the Ranchers are going to get their first win of the season against these Ray Jays. They'll improve to 1-2 on the season. The Ray Jays will fall to 1-1 on the season as a shot missed by Sunley. Here comes Brooklyn Edwards, puts up the shot at the buzzer, falls away, no good. Your final score from Ray, North Dakota. It's the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers 48, the Ray Jays 24. We'll step aside, we'll come back as we interview head coach Seth Wistoff and our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game, Eliza Schroeder, after this 3-minute timeout.
At Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, our vision is to be the respected and recognized leader in agricultural equipment and the employer of choice by helping people succeed. Our mission is to serve agricultural customers and communities by partnering to meet their needs through the sales and support of farm equipment and technology. Visit plainsag.com to check local inventory or stop by at 8141 off Highway 2 in Stanley, North Dakota today.
Voted a top 20 critical access hospital in quality, our Level 5 Trauma Center is ready to handle all your emergency needs with our acute stroke ready certification and full lab and radiology departments. Our physical, occupational, and speech therapy providers are available for all your rehab care, and our family practice clinic provides a variety of care including well child and child immunizations. Psychiatric care is available by telehealth, and mental health is available in person. To schedule an appointment, call us at 701-628-2505 or find us on our website at stanleyhealth.org. Montreal County Medical Center, here to help you throughout a lifetime.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by Bingaman Construction in Ray, North Dakota, your go-to for all your residential and commercial spray foam and construction needs. Tegan's Interiors, located on Main Street in Crosby, North Dakota. Follow them on Facebook or find them online at tegansinteriors.com. Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, located at 106 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit tiogadrug.com. This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Brandy Larson Insurance of Stanley offers home, auto, business, and farm insurance. For a quote, call 701-628-1414. Your local Farmers Union insurance agent.
Murex Petroleum Corporation, a pioneer for today, creating opportunities for all involved. Extraordinary people, extraordinary assets. MurexPetroleumCorporation.com.
Gustafson Septic Service Incorporated, family owned and operated since 1986. Offering septic service, portable restrooms and hand wash, sewer jet and camera services. Located in Stanley, North Dakota, call for a free quote at 701-628-2960.
Since 1961, Tioga Medical Center has been providing quality health care to Northwest North Dakota patients. With a newly built clinic in Tioga, where primary care providers along with visiting specialists are caring for patients every day. Primary care clinics in Ray and Powers Lake also. Call for an appointment today at 701-664-3368. Tioga Medical Center. Great staff making a difference in the lives of patients every day.
At Tioga Ace Hardware, our store is a member of the largest retailer-owned hardware cooperative in the industry. We are all committed to being the helpful place by offering our customers knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. As the helpful hardware folks in your community, we promise that helping you is the most important thing we have to do today. Shop the biggest brands all under one roof at 119 North Main Street in Tioga, or shop online at acehardware.com.
As we come back to our DNL Paraffin postgame show, I've got a happy Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers head coach Seth Wistoff, as the Ranchers have picked up their first victory of the season over the Ray Jays in a District 7 matchup tonight. And always nice to get a win, first one of the season, Seth.
Yep. You know, it doesn't really matter at the end of the year. You don't look back at the quality of wins or how well you played. You look back at that record, and for these girls, they were really excited to get that first one under their belt. They're jumping up and down and fist pumping in the locker room, so that's good. And you want to reward them for the hard work that they put in.
I thought, the team you're early in the season, and a number of turnovers, especially on the Ray side, that kind of opened up some opportunities for the Ranchers, but you really played a pretty good three-quarter court zone defense, I thought, and caused some real troubles for the Ray Jays tonight.
Yeah, we're just trying to be patient. We're trying to, make them throw the ball around a little bit, hopefully make some mistakes, and then when they do make a mistake, be ready to capitalize on it. And I think tonight we did that. I would like to get a little bit more points off of those turnovers, but we did a nice job of forcing the turnovers.
Well, you said you wanted to try to get up to the 50-point level. You were pretty close tonight, but got to ask you one question. You're also the head coach of this co-op between Ray and Powers Lake, teaming up to do the RPL Outlaws, and is the intensity of the football program or the girls basketball program, what's the intensity level as a coach?
Well, I think from my standpoint, it's probably about the same. I get pretty fiery. I'm into it. The girls after the first game are like, man, you yell a lot. But they appreciate it. They know that I'm not yelling at them. I'm just trying to talk loud so they know what I'm saying, and also to bring the energy. We need to be a team that has energy and that we can create some points off that energy, and so I try to bring it the same in both.
Well, got a happy face over at Powers Lake Burke Central with winning head coach Seth Wistoff picking up their first victory. It's a District 7 victory, and it's a great job. Congratulations on the win tonight, Seth.
All right, thanks for covering us.
We'll step aside. We'll come back with our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game, Eliza Schroeder, after this 30-second timeout.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Roustabout Service and Insulating, servicing the oil and gas industry since 1963. MC Property and Maintenance LLC is a family-owned and operated property management, maintenance, and handyman company based in Stanley, North Dakota. From lawn care to snow removal and everything in between, let us manage every aspect of your rental, property, and maintenance needs. To schedule an appointment, call Max at 701-641-2772.
Located in Crosby, North Dakota, Brad Johnson Insurance has been helping clients find insurance coverage since 1986. Our team is passionate about serving the community in which we live and pride ourselves on getting to know our clients to best serve their needs. Our staff is active in the public and strives to better our community through participation, involvement, and by supporting area events and youth programs. For a quote, visit bradjohnsoninsurance.com or call 701-965-4200 today.
As we come back and finish up with our DNL Paraffin post-game show, I've got our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game from the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers, Eliza Schroeder. And Eliza, it's always nice to get that first win of the season.
Oh yeah, definitely. We've been playing really hard, and it was really nice to come out on top for our third game of the season.
I thought the pressure put on by you guys in the game, I mean that three-quarter zone press, I think is what it's called, the three-quarter court zone press with Addison Barstead leading the way at the point, caused some real problems for the Ray Jays tonight.
Yeah, it's definitely tricky. It's something that we just started doing this year and kind of gets us going into our game. If we get steals, it leads the offense. So coach always tells us defense carries into offense, so it's really nice to have that going for us.
Well, I thought you played a real good game tonight as a team leader and a senior on the team this year, and you know you've been a starter now for I think 4 years, maybe. This is your fourth year starting for the Ranchers, and needing to provide. You're missing some of the players that played with you last year, but you got a whole new crop of girls that you're trying to take under your wing as a senior leader now. And what's that like?
You know, it's actually been really fun, and I think the girls and I just mesh really well together, and there's still some kinks that we're learning to work out, but overall we've been doing pretty good, and it's just an uphill climb from here. We're doing pretty good. So.
Well, once again, congratulations. This is our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game. It's Eliza Schroeder from the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers. Congratulations on your first win of the year.
Thank you, Randy.
We'll step aside. We'll come back. We'll finish it up with our DNL Paraffin post-game show after this 1-minute timeout.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Napa Tioga Parts Supply, located at 105 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit napaonline.com. TNT Measurements Incorporated, providing oil and gas allocation meter proving, calibrations, and production facility lack provings. To schedule your proving, contact Derek Thompson at 701-421-1351.
Based in Crosby, North Dakota, St. Luke's Medical Center's mission is to provide comprehensive and compassionate health care for individuals and families in cooperation with the area medical community. Our vision is to be recognized as a community leader by delivering quality health care through a team of dedicated professionals in a friendly, compassionate, and growing environment. Recently named one of the top 20 critical access hospitals in the country means our community can count on us to deliver services they need now and in the future. To schedule an appointment, call 701-965-6349.
As we come back here to our DNL Paraffin postgame show, trying to come up with the stats for the end of the game tonight, and for the winning Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers, they were 20 out of 64 tonight from the field, shooting only 6 out of 19 from the free throw line. They had 3 3-pointers, and according to my unofficial books, had only 13 turnovers in the contest tonight. I maybe missed one or two of them, but that's how it goes. But very good effort as the Ranchers won tonight, and the Ray Jays with a 10 out of 54 field goal percentage tonight, 2 out of 4 from the free throw line, and they had 2 3-pointers in the contest tonight. But the big thing on the scorebook tonight is that they had 36 turnovers in the game tonight. Leading the way with 16 points tonight was Eliza Schroeder. 6 points for Addison Barstead. 7 points for Ava Bollinger. 10 points for Claire Gunderson. 2 points for Grace Liddenstrom. 2 points for Jocelyn Puckett. 2 points for Macy Jurgensen. And 4 points for Hannah Nelson, for a total of, what was the final score, David? 48-24 was the final score, 48 points. Leading the way for the Ray Jays, it was 8 points for Brooklyn Edwards, a nice performance by the 5'8" 8th grader. 2 points contributed by Abby Olson. 4 points knocked in by Maddox Falk. 2 points for Caden Sargent. 5 points for Erica Kettleson. And 5 points for Kinley Johnson, for a total of 24 points tonight. Not enough for the Ray Jays as they fall to the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers, 48-24, as the Ranchers improve their record to 1-2 with their first win of the season. The Ray Jays fall to 1-1 as they lose their first game of the night. Our final from Ray Curt Hodenfield Court, again, it was the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers 48, the Ray Jays 24, and our next broadcast this week will be on Friday, as we'll travel back over here to Ray, North Dakota, and from Curt Hodenfield Court, it'll be a boys basketball game, our first of the season, as it'll be the Tioga Pirates traveling just down the road against rival Ray Jays. We'll go on the air right after our JV contest is over, and we're looking forward to some boys basketball action in the first game of the year. On behalf of my broadcast crew this evening, David Peterson running our board ops tonight, along with Owen Miller running our eyes on our camera tonight, we want to thank all of our sponsors who helped make this all possible here from GameDay Media. My name's Randy Peterson, and until Friday night, everybody, good night. Have a safe trip.
Tonight's GameDay Media broadcast was brought to you by NCC, Tioga Medical Center, The Country Store, St. Luke's Medical Center, O'Theone Boutique, Souris Valley Dental Group of Minot, D&L Paraffin, Brad Johnson Insurance, Bravera Bank, Continental Resources, Northwest Therapy Services, Nessa Consulting Service, Roustabout Service and Insulating, DA Land LLC, 701 Cornhole Company, Bingaman Construction, Tioga Ace Hardware, Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, Tioga Parts Supply, Surge Aesthetics, The Porch, Tegan's Interiors, Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, Prairie Home Furnishings, Tech Next Solutions, Montreal County Health Center, Brandy Larson Insurance Agency, Thrivent, Kyle Hansen, Financial Advisor, Mirex Petroleum Corporation, TNT Measurements Incorporated, MC Property and Maintenance LLC, Tioga Pirates Booster Club, Gustafson Septic Service Incorporated, Border Mobile Grain Cleaning, Powers Lake Athletic Booster Club, Flag Family Media.